Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning session. We have the A Hero Rises Engage Cup to celebrate the release of Fire Emblem Engage, where we got to vote on variants of each of the 12 characters that appear as emblems in Engage, and we get to put them all on a banner together. And most of these were pretty good picks, though most of them were just literally the most recent version of the character. The main outlier being Micaiah, who ended up with her legendary instead of her really interesting summer version. I was kind of hoping that her summer version would win. I was more interested in that one. And then Marth is the most recent version, but he's also just his brave version, who we had the choice to pick for free, so he's a little odd, but I guess not the worst of the various Marths, so it's fine, I guess. I was more insulted by the fact that Byleth, since this took place before his Kadean alt released, only had 2 versions to vote for, which I both had at plus 10. And I guess if this had released after the Kadean alt had dropped, I still would have had all of them plus 10, so moot point. But I was still insulted by the fact that he was just, his voting options were just so limited. It looked very sad. It was basically just like the illusion of free choice. But there are a lot of good fodder options on this banner and a lot of just solid units as well. And yeah, I actually really want Savvy Fighter for Hilda. And I also really want Attack Speed Finish for Kadean Byleth. And there's other really good stuff on here. Lynn has her godlike reflexes and Speed Smoke. Roy with Sturdy Surge and Flow Force. I've used him and he is solid. Sigurd, of course, is just a super oppressive unit. Byleth, not the strongest, but still a good one-off unit as just like a nuke character. He also has Times Pulse, which is a little more relevant again because of Times Pulse 4 if you happen to be missing that and need chain fodder. What does Ike have? Distant Dart, Null Sea, Disrupt, and Joint Drive Attack. It's okay. Erica has Attack Speed Oath 4, which is pretty great as well. Celica has Infantry Null Follow-Up and comes with a Fleuret. Marth, even though he is one of those units that we got to pick for free already, still has pretty solid fodder with Distant Pressure and Spurn, and even Tempest can also work with the Odd Tempest seal that we got, so that you could have a permanent 3-move infantry if you really want to gimmick with that. And then Micaiah, as we already mentioned, I mean, Micaiah's just good. She's got cavalry and armor effectiveness. Her fodder is not the most impressive, but, you know, anti-cavalry armor nuke is still not a bad thing to have. But, yeah, I really want Corrin and Lucina. And we also have a free pick over here where we get to just pick any of these guys for free. Kind of wish I had known that back before I spent all those orbs chasing that last Byleth merge. I would have just gotten him here, but what I'm thinking is I want to spend this on Lucina, but at the same time I was thinking Lucina I could wait a little bit longer because I'm not building Hilda right away. I could wait until her Valentine's rerun and get her there. So it might be smarter to just pull the Corrin, but even though my orb stash is looking really low, against my better judgment, I'm going to throw some orbs at this. I think I want to target blue. Maybe I want to target blue and green. If this gives me a Byleth, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, no, Violet, I love you, but why? Why, Professor? Why have you done this to me? What did I do to deserve this? He really said, see me after class. We have to go over your work. Why, Byleth? Why? I wanted a free Lucina. That's all I wanted. I mean, his fodder isn't bad, but it's not like anything that I needed. I have copies of all of these skills. I guess except Attack Def Ideal, which I don't use anyway. I don't like Attack Def Ideal very much. So like, why? Professor. Professor. I really just wish that had been a Lucina. But yeah, we're gonna throw some orbs at this and try and luck our way into one copy of one of the units that I can pull the other one. Faye, no. But yeah, I really wanted to get attack speed finish for Kadean Byleth, who I would like to build this month, preferably. Though I'd probably have to rush the HM grinding. So I kind of want to do that, but at the same time, Savvy Fighter is also kind of necessary for my Hilda build. Although I could also run Hardy Fighter Hilda. I do have that as an option as well. So I don't technically need the Savvy Fighter, but yeah, I just here making more bad decisions with what remains of my orbs. I really do need to save after this. This has been a rough time for Brandy. The last few months have been very painful. Repo Man. We need Lucina, not Repo Man. Yeah, between colorless and red, I think red interests me slightly more because I'd like Sigurd. Colorless, I don't really need anything in there. I already have Scion Leaf, and I actually used him just today on the limited battle, the limited Abyssal against Legendary Fae. I used him, and he was still doing pretty good. Celica would be fine for a Flore, and Micaiah would be alright as well. But Sigurd is the one that I'm most excited for from the colors that I'm not actively looking for anything in, so I think I value red a little bit more, even though colorless has, I guess, technically two things that I would find useful versus red having only one. Oh, Ilger. Nifty 4-star special, but not who I was looking for, to be honest. Although I was using her in Hall of Forms, and she was actually putting in a surprising amount of work. She was doing pretty well. There we go. That's a pretty good wheel. If I had a lot more orbs, I'd even just spark one copy. Maybe if, because this banner lasts for a while, if on the last day there's nothing else I want, maybe I'll just come back and spark a unit. We'll see. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's what I should just do, is I should spark Lucina at the end when I can afford to do like full wheels and just take Corrin now. In which case, I guess you guys would see this at the very end of the banner versus right now. You know what? I kind of like that idea, but the question is, will I remember to come back to it? Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that idea. We'll come back for the Lucina, and we're just going to redeem a free Corrin. We're going to get that attack speed finish and put that on Byleth, and we'll come back for Savvy Fighter if I need it. There we go. So if you guys see this like a month late, that's why. I waited until I had more orbs. But there we go. There's Corin, aka attack speed finish fodder, because that's all I need. I'm almost tempted to just fodder her right away. It's not like I'm hurting for feathers, but I will maybe try and grind things out. Anyway, see you guys in a month. All right, we have returned for the A Hero Rises Engage Cup. It has been a long time now. It's been, what, that banner was up for almost a month. But we are back to finish our summoning session. Sorry about having to split this in two, but we are going to try and get Valentine's Lucina so that we can get that Savvy Fighter for Winter Hilda. And to do that, I think we're just going to pull full wheels and work our way up to the Spark. If we get her before then, miraculously, then I guess we'll probably call it, unless we're like really close to the Spark. But I figure pulling full wheels just gives us the best chance to get it without spending more orbs than necessary. And everything else on the banner is still pretty solid, so it's not like I would really lose from getting most of these units. Maybe Martha's kind of a dud because he's common pool and his fodder isn't especially exciting to me right now. Even Celica at least gives a flurry, but overall solid enough stuff. So we're gonna just pick up where we left off and starting off with some good greens. Definitely want to prioritize those because again, if we can grab Lucina early, then we can just call it. But just a Frederick. Right game, wrong unit. And yeah, I'm feeling it's a little unfortunate. You saw I was at 199 orbs, right below 200. I was making progress saving again, and now we gotta finish this. But after this, hopefully we'll be able to get back to saving. I was making good progress. I'm feeling a little better about what happened to my orbs, but still not feeling great, honestly. Hopefully the next month or so can be just a very chill orb replenishing month. Get those orbs back, get back up to a respectable amount and feel safe again. But yeah, so far nothing good here in these pulls, just a lot of junk, And I will say, I've had a terrible day. Yeah, I had a lot of bad stuff happen, so hopefully Faye decides to treat me with a little kindness. So far, though, we're at 9.5% and is only climbing, so maybe not. Maybe not. Just a repo man, perfect. Not the worst thing that we've pulled, so... yeah, I want to get that Savvy Fighter for Hilda, then I'll only be missing attack speed save from Rearmed Grima, and then we will be good to build her. And so she is on the list, but waiting on that save skill. And then after her, I also need, or maybe before, I also need to build Halloween Nils, and I've got everything for him. Oh, Karagi, our chicken nugget boy. Hello. Look how cute he is. But yeah, I need to build Halloween Nils, and I've got everything ready for him now. I'm just waiting on the last copy to appear in the code shop, the monthly code rotation. And that's just because we're like 2 months away from him appearing in there, and I figure at that point I might as well wait. If it was like 3 or 4 months, then I'd just spend the grails, but I figure it's so close I might as well just wait on him. But don't worry, I have not forgotten Nils, I have not forgotten Hilda. They will be here on the way. And that is a plus speed Karagi, which is very nice, very good. Probably ideal if we get around to building him. I'm not sure if we will, but I might come up with some ideas to use him because I do like Karagi a lot. And we got Brady. We've been getting some good healer support. This banner and the Valentine's banner gave some nice healer stuff. So I actually think demote healers might actually be worth investing in again, which is very wild. But In particular, I have an idea for someone like maybe Dwyer, for an infantry healer that would give them some utility. I thought about just honestly doing it for Sakura, but I feel like Sakura's kit just kind of wouldn't be a good fit for it, so I was thinking of looking at some more modern healers, and Dwyer would be my favorite of the bunch, so considering him, but that would be a much farther along in the future project because A, I don't have all those Dwyers, and B, I would need some fodder for it, and it's not really something that's worth going out of my way to get, so much better to just do it if I get all the stuff for it. I'm not that invested. Unless we get like a healer like Fram, who I'm much more excited to build. Fram as a demote healer would be cool. But anyway, yeah, still haven't gotten anything good from these. Mustafa is not the Lucina we need. I know we free redeemed Halloween Corrin, but I wouldn't mind getting another copy of her because then I could put attack speed finish on regular male Byleth. I gave it to Kadean Byleth, but wouldn't mind having that on regular Byleth too because it is just good. It's a good skill. Oh my goodness, Saizo, you aren't helping us. Yeah, these have been a lot of bad summons. I asked very nicely for Faye to treat me with some kindness, but that has not happened. Chad is not the Chad that we seek. In fact, you might say that he does not have Chad fodder at all. Alright, 13 away from our spark. But yeah, trying to get back to being a little more positive, even though the Orbs situation is still making me kind of sad. Trying to be a little more upbeat. I feel bad. I was getting pretty negative there, and I apologize, but like, oh, so many bad summoning sessions. Ate all my orbs, but yeah, the only thing that's been especially good this year, well, my free summons were okay last month, and then I had really good luck on the Kadean banner to get Byleth, but other than that, everything I've spent orbs on has been bad. But I'm gonna try and maintain a little more positivity with our dear Sedith here to act as a model example of not falling into depression and negativity, I guess. Another Mustafa, perfect, just who we needed. I actually genuinely don't want the red to be a 5-star. Thank you. I'm more happy about the Paula than I would have been about a Brave Marth, honestly. With this high pity, I'd rather save it for something good. I guess we could have gotten Sigurd or Ike. Those would have been good reds, but that Marth is spooking me a little bit. There we go. Wheel with no blues. And we are up to, was that 11% that I saw? Yikes. Oh, I think that's Julia? Is that a Julia? That is a Julia. Nice. Not the worst 4-star special I could have pulled. That is a merge. I still do use Julia occasionally, so not terrible. Not terrible. Not nearly as exciting as a Lucina would have been, but not the worst. Ileana. Forever she will haunt me. Speaking of, I'm gonna mention it again in the free summons, but Tellius banner, was not expecting that by any means. Even if it wasn't Engage, I figured it'd be like Thracia or Genealogy, not Radiant. I think it was Radiant Dawn. But quite an out of left field banner. And, you know, I don't mind them slow rolling the Engage characters because Three Houses did kind of spam them a lot. But I wouldn't mind, except for the fact that they just completely left male Alir off the banner. And that just feels like such... That's so emblematic of the blatant favoritism that female avatars get over the male counterparts. And it's just really stupid. If Male Aleer had been on the banner or in the game in some form, then I wouldn't have really an issue with it. But I think it's really stupid that Male Aleer might have to wait like 3 months or more to get in. And we got a Celica. Not the 5-star I was hoping to get, but we do get a Flore out of that, which is nice, I suppose. And she has plus res. She's got infantry null follow-up, which might be cool to give to Corrin. Might just keep her, though. She doesn't have, like, effectiveness. What is her gimmick? Neutralizes effects that guarantee foes' follow-up attacks, prevent units' follow-up attacks, so it's no follow-up. And, no follow-up and, like, desperation, it looks like. Not terrible. She's got tempo, attack speed boost, 10% of foes' attack as damage, and I think, yeah, she also has a miracle effect. So I don't really know what she wants to do, honestly. I don't know what the point of her kit is, but be annoying, I guess. Yeah, not the most exciting character we could have pulled, but at least we broke the pity before we burn off all our orbs, I guess. So we will pull these greens and blues, and that'll give us our spark, and then we will get something cool. Oh, Renolf. That is not the cool thing I was hoping for, but I guess it's not a terrible bonus. Not a terrible bonus. What did Renolf have? Did you have the rally skill? Yes, he has rally attack def and nothing else, so probably fodder to one of my random units who needs a rally skill. So that's again not a bad, fairly pretty much a throw-in with all my other summons. Got a Cath. That is also similarly not what we were hoping for. Was hoping we'd get a Lucina here at the end, and then I could spark either Corrin for that attack speed finish, or could have gotten like Sigurd, but instead nothing too good here. So yeah, for banner units we only got the Byleth and Celica from summons, which kinda underwhelming. Not the best units from the batch, but whatever. We got our free Corrin, and we will now spark our Lucina. Let me just confirm. I want to make sure she has the Savvy Fighter, right? Yes, there it is. Hilda, you get your Savvy Fighter. Hooray! And there she is. Yeah, definitely not the best summoning session, but at least we did get a few like 4-star specials there at the end, and we got the Celica, who, again, pretty much just a Flore. I could give infantry null follow-up to like male Corrin, I guess, but like for arena use, I use him alongside legendary male Byleth, who does that anyway, so not really a point to that. So not sure what I'll do with the Celica, but we got her, and we got the Lucina. So anyway, sorry again about splitting this up across 2 summoning sessions. Kind of weird, but thank you for watching and joining me for the Engage Cup misadventures. Back to saving. Hopefully now we're in the clear to just save up a good stash for whatever horrible ordeals Faye has in store for us in the future. But thank you guys so much, as always, for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your pulls, whether they be last-minute pulls on this banner or any of the current or upcoming banners. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.